I'm live. All right, so this video, this live stream, might be all over the place, and I'm just going to wing it. But I wanted to get on here real quick and talk about relationships worth saving. And I'm not even talking about couple relationships. I'm talking about like friends, family, whatever. And whoever is going to watch this, you might be able to relate. So this video is for you. If not, this video might not serve any purpose because I'm just winging it. So when it comes to taking your life to the next level, right? You may have these people that you're really close with, but they're starting to think that you're acting different. And it's not that you're acting different, it's just that you're trying to take your life to the next level. So you can't really do certain things that you used to do. And right now with me, I'm at this point in my life where it's like I feel like I'm at the crossroads when it comes to relationships. And I have a particular group of people that I'm really close with. They're looking at me like I'm acting brand new or I'm acting different. And I'm not gonna lie, it hurt. It hurt. So I had to sit down and think about it. And I was just like, are these relationships worth saving or at least worth like giving an explanation? Which I feel like I don't have to give an explanation because the people that I'm close with, I think they should know why I'm a little bit distant. And it's not on purpose. It's just that, I got shit to do. So that's another reason why I'm upset because I'm just like, y'all should know why I'm moving this particular way. Since people who've known me from the jump, like, I don't know. So I had to sit down with myself and think about, are these relationships worth even saving, or at least give an explanation, or just nothing, like nothing at all, like just let bygones be bygones and I'll see you when I see you, that type of thing. And whoever's going to watch this, if you find yourself in that same situation, not that I have a solution to whatever you're going through, and not that I like solve the solutions what I'm going through, but I do have something to like spark like some thought or whatever, because I had to weigh out the pros and cons. So when it comes to these certain people in my life, I really had to sit down and think and outweigh the pros with the cons. And I just have three for each. So the first one, I'm gonna start with the cons first because this is the issue of when it comes to these type of people, right? In my life, your life, whatever. So the first one that I thought about was what was the first one? Oh, if they're doing the same thing over and over and over again. So when it comes to the people in my life, it's like they're doing the same thing and they're not learning from some of the situations that they're in. So that kind of goes hand in hand with the second one that I was going to say. So they're doing the same thing, and their life is not changing. They're complaining way too much. And me, I'm constantly like growing or at least being aware of certain things. So when I hear them complain about the same thing over and over again, and then I give them advice or they know better, it's just like, but they keep doing the same thing. It's like it's only so much I can say and do to help these people out, right? So that's the first one. The second one kind of goes hand in hand with the first one. So the second one was they're never learning from their mistakes. And for instance, these girls that I'm really, 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 really close with, it's none of my business, but they jump into relationships that doesn't serve them any good. And it's not that it affects me, but when I'm around them, it does, because that's all they bring to the table is these complaints. And then, especially if you're really close with them, it does affect you in a way, because you see what they're going through. You see like 10 steps ahead of this, like where it's going to go. You're giving them advice, they're not taking it, and you just get dragged down with the conversations and the situations. And then when they bring their significant others to, maybe you're going out to eat, or maybe you're hanging out, whatever, and their significant other is there, and you know what's going on, and you don't like the situation, and you don't feel comfortable in the situation, or you feel like you might be in danger or whatever, it's just negative energy. It's just constant negative energy, and it's never anything positive. And not saying that you gotta be positive all the time. Like, there's always a balance. I don't think one could go through life with just positivity all the time. There's gonna be some negative things in your life, but it could be easily solved. And some things are just so simple, but they just won't walk away from these situations. And it happens over and over and over again. And I'm like, what am I doing? And there's a difference between like being there for someone and truly caring. That's one thing. But when it's dragging you, and then they want you to do certain things like come out and stuff like that, and they're just running away from their problems, it's like you're getting dragged with it. And now certain things, like what I gotta do, like I gotta get certain, like my projects, certain projects I got going on is almost done. I don't need any distractions. So I'm not gonna be going out every other weekend, or taking like a trip somewhere like every other weekend, because that, the more I do that, the less time I gotta spend with getting certain things done. And that kind of goes with my third one. So with them going out all the time, running away from their situations, they're overspending. Like, they're overspending. And that's another con. I don't want to be around people who are overspending. And it's not the fact that they're overspending, it's just the fact that they don't got it like that to be spending. Like, I can see if they had it like that to spend, then that's not an issue, right? But they're constantly overspending. And me, lately I've been spending, I'm not gonna lie, but the past few years, I really buckled down and really got my bag up. So if I want to, I can do all that. But I'm smart enough to know to at least level out, like balance it out. Like, if I'm gonna go out this weekend, then I'm gonna spend the next few weeks making that back up. Or not even, but still, like, I'm not going to be doing that like every freaking weekend. That just, I see 10 steps ahead of that. If I keep overspending and keep going out, going on these girl trips and all that, I feel like I would not be at the point where I should be at. Just the fact that I done overspend and went out, and I'm running away with their problems. Like, it's just not worth it. Oh, hey Mulatto Vanguard. Yeah, so those are the cons. So when it comes to them doing the same thing over and over again, and then the second one, what was the second one? It was like they're never learning from their mistakes, and then they're overspending because they're running away from their problems, and you're getting dragged with that. Like, no. So I had to sit down and think about that. So then I thought about the pros, because there's another group of people that have been asking me, like, where have you been and all this other stuff. And I feel like those relationships are worth saving, because those people, they're the ones that are doing things with themselves. Like my best friend, he's been hitting me up for weeks, and I need to get back to him. But every time he hits me up, it's during the morning time. And I tell everybody that I do not wake up in the morning. Like, I don't rise with the sun like everybody else. Like, I wake up like early noon or something, because most of the things I have to get done is at night. And I work at night anyway, so I'm around that schedule. So I don't know why he's hitting me up in the morning. But I need to return his calls, because with him, he's doing things, and he's not negative. He's not like a negative Nancy. Like, it's always something positive. And I'm not saying, like I said a few minutes ago, that you need to be positive all the time, because there's no way you could go through life being super positive and not have anything negative going on. But he brings more positive than negative. And he's smart with his money. Or at least, I don't think he was at first, because he was always taking these trips. But he is aware, and he's conscious about it. And those relationships are worth saving, because it's not going to drag you down. And I really like being around people who are doing things. Like, you don't need to do anything extravagant. You don't have to be like a super successful business person or entrepreneur to have me around. Like, you could sell freaking apples on the street, or you could be doing something, really regular or whatever. And, it doesn't matter, but it's not nothing like super, super negative. And I feel like those relationships are worth saving. Even my other best friend, who lives in Miami, and I'm going down there soon to visit, she is not a negative Nancy person. Like, she's always doing something with her life. Every time I see her stories now, she's always on like a freaking yacht trip or something. But is nothing. She's conscious, she's aware, she learns from her mistakes, she takes responsibility of like her downfalls or whatever. Because we're not perfect, but that, I feel like that relationship's worth saving. So, we keep intact. Well, we keep tabs with each other. Like, not every day, but when we do, we do. And I feel like that's a healthy relationship too. You don't need to constantly be hitting somebody up to let them know that you still want to be like there for them or with them or whatever. Some of my best friends, as if we haven't seen each other in like 6 months. It always feels like we just saw each other yesterday or something. And I feel like that's a healthy relationship. So, but the people that I'm also close with that are not on that level, who are not there yet or even bothering to be there, I had to sit down with myself. I'm like, is this worth even saving? Or at least do what they call, which is called like an accusation audit, where you basically you're telling on yourself before you even give them a chance to like jump on you and be like, da 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 da, like, where have you been, this and that, like, you've been acting different, da 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 da. Like, I could go to them and be like, look, I know I ain't shit right now. I know I haven't been hitting y'all back up or whatever. I know I'm not good with texting back, but this is what's going on. Like, I could at least give them those explanations, but I don't even know. I don't even know. So, yeah, I'm just putting this video out there because I know I'm not the only one that's going through this. And I love talking about like entrepreneur stuff, or people like on their like growing journey, wherever you're at in life. I feel like these conversations is good to have, because you don't come across so many people that talk like this or give good advice or just anything. It's always some shit. So, like I said, I have no solution to this, but it is an idea or a thought that one could think, like, if you're going through this type of situation, think about it and weigh out the pros with the cons. Like, is this even worth it? Because I'm so close to my goal. Should I distract myself now and get pulled in, or should I just continue with my goal, and then at least once when you're there, it's like, okay, now y'all can see the reason why I've been so distant. You know, I don't know. But yeah, I don't even, that's all I had in my noggin. That's all I had. Like I said, this video was not supposed to be too long, and I did just wing it, and I think I did a good job. So yeah, if I at least helped out or gave a thought to some of y'all problems, whoever's gonna see this, whoever can relate, thumbs up this video, because that just shows me that, okay, I think I'm making sense here. But yeah, I'm gonna go and finish up thinking about some of these problems.